Good morning everyone, and today we are going to study about the digestive system. And I will start my explanation with one question. Do you know what food you eat, where does it go, and how is this digested? And today I will tell you that the food which you eat is goes under a very complex and a very good and a very long process. And the full process is known comes under the digestive system. And first of all, we will study about the parts of the digestive system. First of all, we eat the food from our mouth, and mouth is the place which consists of 32 teeth, one tongue, and from there the saliva is also present. And it is secreted from the salivary gland. And here the starch is broken down into sugars, and which could be easily digested and absorbed by the body. And after the process is completed in the mouth, then it goes to the esophagus. By the movement in the esophagus, and esophagus is the pipe which connects the mouth to the stomach. And in this esophagus, by the movement of peristalsis, the food goes to the stomach. And stomach is a gel-like structure, and it is a bag where your food goes, and it is stored there. And in stomach we find many acids, and we also find the digestive juices. And this stomach consists on the lining of the stomach. There is mucus. So to protect the lining of the stomach, because inside our stomach we have HCl acid which kills the bacteria in the food. And this HCl is very harmful, and it is very active, and HCl formula is hydrochloric acid. And sometimes this HCl also causes indigestion. When the amount of HCl increases in the stomach, then we also face indigestion, because the amount of acidity increases. And to reduce it, we eat magnesium hydroxide and it. And it also consists of digestive juices, which breaks down the protein, then it sends it to the small intestine. And the small intestine is a very long structure which consists of 7.5 meters long, but it is very thin. The name is opposite with large and small intestine. The small intestine is very large, but large intestine is small, only of 1.5 meters. And after reaching the small intestine, it consists of half digestion and half absorption. And first of all, it receives the bile juice from the liver, and liver secretes the bile juice, and it is temporarily stored in the gallbladder. And from gallbladder, the small intestine receives the bile juice, and from the pancreas, which is just below the stomach and just above the large intestine, it receives the pancreatic juice, from where it digests the fat. It breaks down the fat, and after that the halfway of the intestine, which would be almost 3.5 meters long, there are small projections like structure which are known as by villi, and it increases the surface area. As I would like to show you, for example, if this is the small intestine, and the food goes from here, the surface area inside the small intestine will be less. And if we increase many small like projections like this, then it will increase the surface area of the inside the small intestine, which will increase so much surface area, and it will do so much of absorption of the nutrition. And then after this, and after from here, the food is good, the nutrition are provided to the body, and from there it goes to the large intestine. And in the large intestine, the water and the salt are being absorbed. And from there, the formation of the fecal matter and the waste product in our body also starts in the large intestine. And from the large intestine, the fecal matter comes out from the body to the rectum, and the liquid waste come out from the body to the anus. And so this is the whole digestive process in our body, and how our food is digested, and it is consumed by our body. And from there, by the process of assimilation, the whole nutrition and minerals and the food and all the power and all the energy is provided to our body to function many different tasks of our body. for like respiration, digestion, excision, etc. And this is